Welcome to the Faithful Quiz. Today's challenge will take you into the parables of Jesus, the lessons, mysteries, and meanings inside his stories. These 15 questions will test not just what you remember, but how well you've listened to his words. Before we begin, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe so you never miss the next challenge. Let's begin. Question 1. In the parable of the two debtors, who loved the master more? A. The one forgiven little. B. The one forgiven much. C. Neither. You get 7 seconds. That's B. The one forgiven much. Luke 7:42-43 says, "He to whom much is forgiven loves much." Question 2. In the parable of the hidden treasure, where was the treasure found? A. In a house. B. In a field. C. In a jar. You get 7 seconds. That's B. In a field. Matthew 13:44 says a man found a treasure hidden in a field, hid it again, and sold all he had to buy that field. Question 3. In the parable of the 10 virgins, what did the wise virgins take along with their lamps? A. Food. B. Extra oil. C. Coins. You get 7 seconds. That's B. Extra oil. Matthew 25:4 says the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. Question 4. In the parable of the watchful servants, when does the master return? A. In the morning. B. At midnight or second watch. C. At noon. You get 7 seconds. That's B. At midnight or second watch. Luke 12:38 says if he comes in the second or third watch and finds them watching, they are blessed. Question 5. In the parable of the unjust steward, what was he accused of? A. Stealing money. B. Wasting his master's goods. C. Lying to the servants. You get 7 seconds. That's B. Wasting his master's goods. Luke 16:1 says he was accused of wasting his master's possessions. Question 6. In the parable of the sower, which ground represents those who hear the word, but the cares of this world choke it? A. Stony ground. B. Thorny ground. C. Good ground. You get 7 seconds. That's B. Thorny ground. Matthew 13:22 says the word is choked by the cares of the world and deceitfulness of riches. Question 7. In the parable of the net, what happened after the net was filled with fish? A. It broke. B. The fish were sorted. C. The net was thrown away. You get 7 seconds. That's B. The fish were sorted. Matthew 13:47-48 says good fish were gathered, bad ones cast away, symbolizing judgment. Question 8. In the parable of the lost coin, how many coins did the woman have before losing one? A. 10. B. 7. C. 12. You get 7 seconds. That's A. 10. Luke 15:8 tells of a woman with 10 silver coins who lost one and searched carefully until she found it. Question 9. In the parable of the great banquet, why did the invited guests refuse to come? A. They were tired. B. They made excuses. C. They hated the host. You get 7 seconds. That's B. They made excuses. Luke 14:18 says each one began to make excuses. One bought land, another oxen, another married. Question 10. In the parable of the talents, what did the servant with 1 talent do with his? A. Invested it. B, hid it in the ground. C, spent it. You get 7 seconds. That's B, hid it in the ground. Matthew 25:18 says he dug in the earth and hid his Lord's money. Question 11. In the parable of the workers in the vineyard, at what hour did the last workers begin their labor? A, 6th hour, B, 9th hour, C, 11th hour. You get 7 seconds. That's C, 11th hour. Matthew 26 says the last were hired at the 11th hour, yet received the same pay. Question 12. In the parable of the rich man and Lazarus, what did the rich man request from Abraham? A drop of water. B, forgiveness. C, a second chance. You get 7 seconds. That's A drop of water. Luke 16:24 says he begged for Lazarus to dip the tip of his finger in water. Question 13. In the parable of the Pharisee and the publican, who went home justified? A, the Pharisee. B, the publican. C, both of them. You get 7 seconds. That's B, the publican. Luke 18:14 says the humble sinner who asked for mercy went home justified. Question 14. In the parable of the leaven, what does the woman hide the leaven in? A, 3 measures of meal. B, a pot of oil. C, a basket of bread. You get 7 seconds. That's A, 3 measures of meal. Matthew 13:33 says the woman hid leaven in 3 measures of meal until it was all leavened. Question 15. In the parable of the Good Samaritan, which man first passed by the wounded traveler? A, a priest. B, a Levite. C, a merchant. You get 7 seconds. That's A, a priest. Luke 10:31 says a priest saw him and passed by on the other side. That's the end of today's faithful quiz. How many did you get right? Share your score in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for the next quiz. God bless you.